pay-per-view was awesome. The first match of the night was an X Division title match. Between defending champion Austin Aries and Brian Kendrick. This was an awesome X Division this was an awesome fast-paced X Division match to start the show. I wish they would have done an Ultimate X match instead, but this was a pretty good match here. You saw some really great spots right here. One of my favorite spots was when Austin Aries teased the crowd by pretending to do the roaring elbow, but instead he just teased them. I love the psychology there. You usually don't get much in-ring face versus heel psychology in an X Division match. Most X Division matches usually just revolve around mindless action, but this match was different from that. Another awesome spot was when Austin Aries hit the suicide dive onto Kendrick through the ropes, hitting the barricade. And of course, another awesome spot was Brian Kendrick's sliced bread off the top rope. Austin Aries wins the match and retains the title when he hits the brain buster on Brian Kendrick to get the 1, 2, 3, thus retaining the X Division Championship. The next match of the night was really another match I was looking forward to. I always love it when these two guys wrestle. Rob Van Dam versus Jerry Lynn in a Full Metal Mayhem match. This match was awesome. I love it when these guys wrestle. I love their feud back in ECW. And I love the series of matches they've had in TNA. The match they had at Destination X, that was a good nostalgic match. This match was awesome. There was a lot of spots. It's actually too many spots to call. Rob Van Dam wins the match when he gives Jerry Lynn a Van Terminator with a chair to Jerry Lynn, thus winning the match. The next match of the night was a triple threat match. Another match I was looking forward to, and that was Crimson versus Samoa Joe versus Matt Morgan. This was once again another awesome match. I love how Joe came off as a heel. I love how Matt Morgan and Crimson double teamed Joe in the beginning when he tried to get them to fight each other. The match ends when Matt Morgan tries to go for the carbon footprint. He hits the turnbuckle and gets stuck in the turnbuckle. Then Crimson, out of nowhere with a roaring spear, pins Joe for the win. This was an awesome match, but I really wish Samoa Joe won. Samoa Joe's been on a serious losing streak, and the Philadelphia crowd seemed to be for Samoa Joe. So I really wish Samoa Joe would have won this match, and I hope he gets some kind of push in the future. I'm kind of sick of seeing him lose, and my opinion, I hope he gets some kind of push in the future. Next match of the night was the Falls Count Anywhere Philadelphia street fight between Mr. Anderson and Bully Ray. Once again, this was another awesome match. It went back and forth. One of the most memorable spots of this match was when Bully Ray told Mr. Anderson, when Bully Ray grabbed the microphone and mocked Mr. Anderson by saying Philadelphia sucks, New York City is better, something like that. Mr. Anderson, in a funny spot, came and hit Bubba, came and hit Bubba, hit him with the microphone and said, This ain't New York City. This is Philadelphia, bitch. Then bam, hit him with the microphone, and then the match went back and forth. The match ended when Ken Anderson did a swanton bomb off the top rope to the outside of the ring onto Bully Ray on the table, but the table didn't break. Then Mr. Anderson grabbed Bully Ray for a mic check and gave him a mic check through the table and pinned him for the 1, 2, 3. So Mr. Anderson wins this match. The next match of the night, I really didn't care for, and that was Velvet Sky versus Winter versus Mickie James and Madison Rayne. Velvet Sky defeated Winter, Mickie James, and Madison Rayne to become the new Knockouts champion. Also, Karen Angle was a special guest knockouts referee, and Tracy got involved in the match. The next match of the night was AJ Styles. The next match of the night was another match I was looking forward to. Was AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels in an I Quit match. This was a back and forth match. Both AJ Styles and Daniels, once again, just like with RVD and Lynn, I'm a huge fan of both of these guys. I love it when these guys wrestle. Both of these guys sported new ring attire, and both of these guys did a lot of familiar old spots that I normally don't see from them anymore. Did a lot of their old signature maneuvers. I love how Daniels came off as a really arrogant heel. In one scene, he indicated that he was gonna murder AJ, and then he was gonna murder AJ when he was about to give AJ a concerto, but he wasted so much time. He wasted so much time, and then he tried to hit AJ, but he missed and it hurt his hand. AJ then clotheslined the crap out of him. Then he grabbed the screwdriver, which Daniels was going to use earlier. He grabbed the screwdriver and threatened to use it on Daniels. Daniels said, "I quit, man." Daniels told AJ, "I quit. Don't kill me." And then Daniels quickly left the ring. And AJ Styles appeared to be disappointed. He celebrated after the match. Then, when AJ Styles was on the ramp, Christopher Daniels came from behind and laid him out with the Angel's wings, and said, even though he quit, AJ Styles didn't really beat him tonight, and he was the last man standing. He was the guy who was going to walk out tonight. After this match was over, Jeff Jarrett came out and told Hardy that nobody wants to see you here. Nobody wants to see you here. Hardy came out. Him and Jeff Jarrett got into a brawl. The security tried to separate him, and that was pretty much it. Yeah. The next match of the night was, of course, the fight between Sting and Hulk Hogan. This, surprisingly, despite the fact Hogan couldn't take falls, this was surprisingly a good fight. Sting and Hogan they both started off with some chain wrestling. Then they both started fighting each other. As like I said before, there were no slams. There were no slams in this match. Ric Flair kept interfering, kept attacking Sting. Ric Flair kept interfering and kept attacking Sting. Kept attacking Sting the whole match. Kept double teaming Sting the whole match. The match ends when Sting locks Hulk Hogan in for the Scorpion Deathlock, thus winning the match. And of course, since Sting won, Dixie would regain control of TNA. After the match, the rest of Immortal, Bully Ray Gunner, and Scott Steiner came out, and Eric Bischoff came out and attacked Sting and Eric Bischoff's son, who was referee in the match. While Sting was getting beat up, he pointed to Hogan and said, help me, Hogan." And then Hogan, one of my favorite moments, Hogan surprised everyone by turning face, and him and Sting cleaned house. And then Hulk Hogan gave one big wind-up punch to Eric Bischoff. So Hulk Hogan appears to be face now. Like I said before, this was an awesome fight, and I hope they explain Hulk Hogan's sudden face turn on Impact Thursday. Of course, the main event was between Kurt Angle and Bobby Roode for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. This was an awesome match, but I really wish Bobby Roode would have won the title. I really want TNA to have one of their guys hold the title. I can see the point of having Kurt Angle have the title, but I really wanted Bobby Roode to have the title. But Kurt Angle wins the match with the roll up pin and grabs the ropes while Bobby Roode tries to stick his hand under the ring, but the referee doesn't see it, and Kurt Angle wins, thus retaining the TNA Heavyweight Championship. This was an awesome pay-per-view. This was another awesome pay-per-view from TNA. I love pay-per-views like Lockdown and Bound for Glory, where they go to the bigger arenas. I love the arena. The entrance was awesome. The crowd was really feeling the event. That was actually missing from WrestleMania early this year. The crowd did not really seem to be into WrestleMania other than The Undertaker and Triple H, but they were really into this match. They were really into this whole pay-per-view. Right here, I love, like I said before, I love the atmosphere. I love the entrances. The entrances were great, man. I love the entrances on this pay-per-view, and watching it live was awesome. That's my review of TNA Bound for Glory. This pay-per-view was awesome. Yeah, Dugout. Yeah.